Hi friends, I am Dr. Adarsh Mangal, working as Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics, Engineering College Ajmer. Today I will deliver a lecture on series solution when x equal to some point is an ordinary point. Then what is the process to get the solution of series solution? Consider linear differential equation of second order P naught x y2 plus P1x y1 plus P2xy equal to q, where P naught, P1, P2 and q are functions of x or may be constants. Now let us consider what is an ordinary point. Ordinary point, if for x is equal to 0, P naught 0 is non-zero, is not equal to 0. At x is equal to 0, if P naught 0 is non-zero, then x is equal to 0 is called the singular point. Now, the process to find series solution when x is equal to 0 is a singular point. First of all, we have to take a series solution like that. Y is equal to a naught plus a1x plus a2x square a3x cube and so on. In summation convention, we can write it as summation ar x power r, where r is running from 0 to infinite, where a naught, a1, a2 all are constants which are to be determined. Since the solution we have assumed y is equal to ar x power r, summation r is running from 0 to infinity, is a solution of the given equation, then it will satisfy. Now we have to differentiate the series solution with respect to x to find y1 and y2. Now substitute these values into the given equation and equating the coefficients of various powers of x to 0 to get recurrence relation between coefficients, which on solving give a0, a1, a2 up to an, and thus one can get the solution of the desired equation. Now let us take an example. Solve in series y2 plus x square y equal to 0. Equation 1. On comparing equation 1 with the standard linear differential equation of second order P naught x y2, P1 x y1, P2 x y equal to q, we have P naught x is 1, P1 x is 0, because dy upon dx, coefficient of dy upon dx is not present in the given equation, so it is 0. P2x is x square and q is also 0. Now if we put x is equal to 0, then we have P naught 0 equal to 1, which is non-zero. So that ordinary x is equal to 0 is an ordinary point. Now let us assume that the series solution of given equation 1 is y is equal to ar x power r, where r is running from 0 to infinity. Now equation 2, where we have also assumed that a0 and a1 is non-zero. Otherwise, these are the terms from which we begin to start the series. If they are 0, they are equal to 0, then it might be possible that the series solution is entirely 0, which is practically impossible. So that we have assumed a0, a1 is non-zero. Now dy upon dx, differentiate with respect to r, we get ar r x power r minus 1, summation r is running from 1 to infinity, and y2 r minus 1 ar x power r minus 2, summation r is running from 2 to infinity. By substituting these values y, y1 and y2 from equation 2, 3 and 4 into equation 1, the given equation we have, which reduces to an identity. Now, expanding the summation convention, we have to put in the first summation, we have to start with 2. putting 2, 3, 4 and so on. In the next summation we have to start with 0, 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. In the right hand side component it is written as 0. It can be represented as 0 x power 0 plus 0 x power 1 plus 0 x power 2 and so on. Comparing the coefficients of like powers of x on both the sides. Firstly, we have to compare x power 0, coefficient of x power 0. Right hand side it is 0 and left hand side it is 2 into 1 into a2, which gives a2 is equal to 0. Now coefficient of x power 1, in the left hand side it is 3 into 2 into a3. In the right hand side it is 0, so that a3 becomes 0. Now comparing the coefficient of x power n on both the sides, we have from the identity n plus 2, n plus 1, an plus 2 plus an minus 2 equal to 0. It can be obtained by the recurrence relation, which is written over here in the second line of the slide. If we put r is equal to n plus 2 in the first summation, then we have x power n. So that coefficient of x power n from the first summation is by replacing r to n plus 2. So n plus 2, n plus 1, a n plus 2, x power n. Coefficient of x power n is n plus 2, n plus 1, a n plus 2. In the second summation, if we have to collect coefficient of x power n, then we have to replace r by n minus 2. So that a n minus 2 is the coefficient of x power n from the second summation. Now on solving, we get a n plus 2 is minus 1 upon n plus 2 n plus 1 a n minus 2. We can put the various values to n to get various coefficients. We have a2 is 0, a3 is 0. Now we require a4, a5, a6 and so on. So that we have to put n is equal to 2 in this recurrence relation. If we put n is equal to 2, then we get a4 is minus a0 upon 4 into 3. If we put n is equal to 3, then we get a5. If we put n is equal to 4, then we get a6 in terms of a2. Or a2 is 0, so that a6 becomes 0. Similarly, a10 can be obtained as 0 because a10 can be obtained by a6 and a6 can be obtained by a2, and here a2 is 0. So that after every 4 coefficient a4, a2, a6, a10, a14, a18, it becomes 0. If we put n is equal to 5, then we get a7 is 0. Similarly, a11, a15, difference of 4 will be 0. If we put n is equal to 6, 7 and so on, we can get the various values, various coefficients. Thus, by substituting these all values into series solution, we have assumed y is equal to a0 plus a1x plus a2x square plus a3x cube and so on. If we put these values into that, then we get a series solution like that. Y is equal to a0u plus a1v, where u and v are the polynomials, are the infinite polynomials of x. This is the series solution of the given equation. Thanks for being with me. Please like and subscribe my YouTube channel Aadharshila for the videos of mathematical interest.